Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you entry point insight with regards to what's happening in Israel and Gaza. Now the reason it's called entry point insight because I publish insights that I find or discover based on entry point philosophy. It's a philosophy that I live by. If you want to learn more about it, check out this video over here or check out ENTRYPOINTacademia.org. Also, all the other videos that you see here, you will find the links in the description to this video. Also, I would recommend the other insights. Also, it's fun. My fasting video, my first food after 49 days. Here is, for example, how I play chess while not eating for 41 days. Also, over here you can check how I write music when fasting and when not fasting. And if you want to learn more about cancer and how to fight cancer cells, check out the two videos over here. So that's entry point, and I want to share this insight because it's an insight that I discovered back in 2014, and I wrote a blog about it, and it actually I think stood the test of time because since 2014, that's 9 years, I think there hasn't been a year where I would not run into this insight. So this blog, I wrote it back in 2014 after killing the people who were part of the magazine Charlie Hebdo. You might remember that Facebook and the internet was full of slogan Je suis Charlie, and that's where I noticed something. And over the years, I noticed it also. And again, I noticed it big time what has happened in Israel by Hamas. And this is what the insight is. You probably notice that every time someone in the world does something that offends Muslims, there are huge riots and protests everywhere. Like when the caricatures were published in the Charlie Hebdo magazine, or some other artist draws a caricature. Now, for people who understand what a caricature is, we know that it's a fun way to point at something everyone knows, but people don't talk about it. That's why in caricature of a face, you implode the significant attributes of the face. When someone burns Quran, how there are protests and riots everywhere, you can see the Muslim community is pretty sensitive about anything that would only hint something disrespectful or not nice against Islam. So that's why I'm surprised that every time in today's world that some Muslim extremist blows himself up or blows herself up, kills someone, or they do something what they did in Israel, how come there are not huge riots, huge protests of millions and millions and millions of Muslims who are telling the non-Muslims and telling all of us that this is not Islam, that it's a peaceful religion, and that if anyone in the name of Allah or Islam kills another human being, that Allah does not approve and it's not Islam. So then I would expect that there would be the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of Muslims who are publicly everywhere, especially on public squares, doing huge protests, and they're saying, George, don't worry, that's not Islam. Now, this is not happening. In fact, not only that it's not happening, but there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, Muslims all over the world, who go and publicly say, yes, Gaza, we support you. Yes, Hamas, we support you. Israel, we do not support you. On one side, you have those extremists who are killing the babies. And on this side, you have the loving Muslims. So on this scale, if I go backward, you have the tens of thousands of Muslims who are able to kill. Then statistically, and you can see it, you have those who actually are okay with going out and publicly saying, I support this. In fact, I would even expect that they would say, okay, you know what? I support civilians who are stuck in Gaza, but in the same time, I'm burning Hamas's flag because Hamas is not representing Islam. That's not what I saw. I saw people supporting Hamas and people in Gaza, and they do it publicly. So the question is, and that's the insight, and I would like to know what the answer is. How many Muslims, when they found out what happened to Israeli people, how many of them said, yes, Allahu Akbar, this is great. Finally, someone did something to those Jewish people, and I'm really proud, and Allah is very happy. Way to go, Hamas. Now, as I say it, I cannot imagine that anyone would think that. But statistically, knowing that there are those who are able to kill, there are those in hundreds of thousands who are able to publicly support it. And I don't see any one of those loving Muslims in millions, which is nothing out of the 2 billion, to go out and say, we condemn this, this is not Islam. Because I want to hear it. But also, the young Muslims and the future extremists and suicide bombers, they have to hear it from you. In fact, I think that every imam should start the prayer by saying, we don't kill others, we don't do suicide bombings, we don't do terrorist attacks, we don't cut off heads of children, we don't do that. So I feel like no one says that. So the question is, and that's the insight, why is it like that? And what is the percentage of the people who are silently, publicly they will not support it, but silently they are supporting it? And I think it will be in large millions, because if many hundreds of thousands of people on Friday went out in support of Palestine and Hamas, then I would expect that there would be tens of millions of people who are publicly condemning the violence and saying, no, Islam is peaceful religion and do not kill others. And this is not happening. And I think it's an important thing to think about, because it hints a lot about what will be happening on this planet as we are all being closer to each other. We are all interconnected, and religion is a big part of the intelligent monkey Homo sapiens. So this is the insight. Check out entrypointacademia.org, check out the other insights, and if you have any thoughts and ideas and explanations, please write them to me, because I'd much rather live in a world where the, let's say, 1.7 billion Muslims are all peaceful. So explain to me why none of you are motivated in large numbers to go out and declare that you really do not think that George, who is not a Muslim, should die because he's not a Muslim. So that's what I would like to see. Maybe it's too much to ask. Maybe this does not piss you off as much as when someone is burning the Quran or doing a caricature. But yeah, I think it says something, and I would like to be completely wrong. I would like somehow to be assured that that's not how it is. So take care and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.